Howdy all, I'm DadiosRath OG, that's Old Time Gamer. As a Gen Xer, I've juggled life and game controllers, rolling through the pixels even before all you millennial joystick jockeys were a twinkle in your parents' eyes. Today we're venturing through the Call of Duty realm, reminiscing from the dawn of COD to the impending Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Ready? Let's roll back the gaming years. Okay, our saga begins with the inaugural Call of Duty, unleashed upon the world in October of 2003 by the crafty hands at Infinity Ward. This title, solely gracing the PC, marched to the tune of 4.5 million units in sales, showcasing the grim yet thrilling features of World War II. It was a time when multiplayer meant sharing a room, not a server. We got a gritty glimpse into World War II where we cut our teeth on the digital battlefield, while millennials were cutting their teeth, quite literally. Alright, fast forward to 2005, where here we have Call of Duty 2 hitting the shelves. It's still a time when people aren't making millions of dollars playing games online. Infinity Ward kept the World War II fire burning with refined mechanics on both the PC and Xbox 360. And those were the days when you didn't have to turn around and buy a DLC every other month just to keep playing. Then 2006 rolled around with Call of Duty 3, courtesy of Treyarch. Now on the PC2, PS3, Xbox 360. The series kept us hooked on World War II, just when the online multiplayer started to heat up. The joy of hearing someone more than half your age screaming into the mic. Perfect. Okay, so as a Gen Xer, I experienced the shift from disco to digital, but nothing prepared me for the 2007 game changer Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It was developed by the code wizards at Infinity Ward. This installment dragged Warfare into the modern era across PC, PS3, Xbox 360. It was like trading our vinyl for digital downloads, a whole new groove. Then Treyarch transported us back to the haunting grounds of World War II across all platforms in 2008 with World at War. While we were mastering the art of texting on our flip phones, this game had us gunning down Nazi zombies. It had 3 game modes, and we still couldn't get enough. Infinity Ward hit the jackpot again in 2009 with Modern Warfare 2. While the millennials were grappling with Great Recession, we were grappling with intense modern combat sagas on the PC, PS3, and Xbox. The nuke tubing was legendary, and so were the controversies. The no Russian mission had us gunning down civilians, sparking a global outcry. Yet amidst the chaos, this title cemented the legacy as a series standing. 2010, when Treyarch sent us on a covert Cold War escapade with Black Ops. A bit of espionage on the old PC, PS3, Wii, Xbox 360. It was a journey back to a time when a cold stare was just as lethal as a loaded gun. And to think I was there, staring down the Russians in the Norwegian Arctic. Fast forward to 2011, when Modern Warfare 3 burst onto the scene. Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer Games crafted this modern-day conflict narrative. While we were reminiscing about dial-up, the newer generation was getting schooled in Modern Warfare on PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. A year later, Treyarch kept the adrenaline pumping in 2012 with Black Ops 2, bridging past and future warfare. A trip down memory lane blended with a leap into tomorrow on PC, PS3, Wii U, and Xbox. This title had us toggling between the Cold War and 2025, much like our struggle with toggling between VHS and streaming. With 2013's Call of Duty Ghosts, Infinity Ward aimed to spook us into a post-apocalyptic spectacle, but many of us Gen Xers found it ghostly quiet. Maybe the millennials were too scared to leave their Minecraft havens. Probably a title best forgotten. 2014, when Advanced Warfare jetpacked us into a futuristic frenzy. Sledgehammer Games tried to dial up the pace, but for many of us, it felt like a leap too far from our grounded warfare nostalgia. Did the double jumps land well, or did they jump the shark? This one had me mashing buttons like an old man playing Wii bowling in an old folks home. Then came 2015's Black Ops 3, where Treyarch kept the future tech trend going. It was a cybernetic journey through covert ops. But did the enhanced mobility enhance the experience, or just make us miss the mud of Normandy? I don't know. You tell me. "2016's Infinite Warfare took us to the stars, but many among my circle found it less grounding, turning to the tried and true Black Ops instead. Space might be the final frontier, but some frontiers are better left unexplored. Yeah, this one didn't get much play amongst the boys. I played the campaign and then jumped back to Black Ops. 2017 was a homecoming with Call of Duty World War II. We were back on the familiar gritty grounds, a comforting return to the roots amidst a storm of futuristic forays. We stormed the beaches once again on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, reliving the brutal yet heroic tales of the Second Great War. Many drinks were hoisted at the Legion at the return. Alright, joystick jugglers, 2018 brought us Treyarch's brainchild, Black Ops 4. They decided to stray from the beaten narrative path. They tossed the campaign mode out the window like an old Atari console, opting instead for a beefed up multiplayer fest on PS4, Xbox, and PC. The move was as bold as a flannel shirt in the 90s. The chatter across the gaming airwave was as mixed as a cassette tape playlist from back in the day. Some loyal COD crusaders missed the narrative-driven escapades, while others embraced the battle royale ruckus with open arms. And let's not forget the blackout mode, Treyarch's tip of the hat to the battle royale frenzy, which was like their version of going grunge. The honchos at Treyarch claimed they were pushing the envelope, hunting for fresh ground in the multiplayer domain. They aimed for a communal vibe, something akin to the camaraderie of good old-fashioned LAN party without the tangled Ethernet cables. But did Black Ops 4 hit the high score, or did it tumble down the leaderboard? Despite the mixed reviews, the Call of Duty convoy marched on, and oh, the gaming saga was far from over. As we slide into 2019, we find ourselves face to face with a blast from the past. The beloved Modern Warfare series got a fresh coat of digital paint on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Captain Price graced our screens again with his glorious stash game still strong. Infinity Ward dusted off the old playbook, and oh boy, they hit the nostalgia nerve harder than a rerun of the A-Team. The gunplay was sweeter than a cassette mixtape of classic rock hits that I sent to my last girlfriend. Flash forward to 2020, Treyarch and Raven Software took us on a clandestine tour in Black Ops Cold War. Available on the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PC, this installment was colder than a Polaroid picture in a snowstorm. It was a journey into espionage that was chillier than a frosty morning in the 80s waiting for the school bus. But oh, the action warmed us up quicker than a microwave. And now, here we stand in 2021 with Vanguard, marching back to World War II on the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, the whole Xbox series, and the PC. Sledgehammer Games hammered down on the historical narrative, crafting a tale that took us back to the trenches. The fight continues as we traverse through the annals of war once more, with graphics sharper than the creases on a pair of pleated pants. Oh, the warfare carousel kept us spinning, folks. Ah, the sweet scent of 2022. A year where the whiz kids traded their homeschooling for some hard schooling in Modern Warfare 2. It's the latest badge of honor in the Call of Duty saga, and boy, does it keep the trigger fingers twitching. Just when you thought it was safe to venture outside post-pandemic, Infinity Ward reels us back in with a digital battlefield that's more enticing than a fresh final record. The action is tighter than a cassette tape unspooling in slow motion, and the stakes? Higher than the scores in a Pac-Man marathon. Ah, the sweet, sweet symphony of gunfight continues. And here we sidestep into the arena of Warzone 2, where the warfare is as open-ended as a VHS tape with no label. This isn't your daddy's Warzone. Wait, maybe it is. Warzone 2 throws us into a battlefield that's as vast and unpredictable as the plot twist in a soap opera. And the community? They've latched onto it like the kids to a candy-colored Atari joystick. The arena is fierce, the competition is fiercer, and the camaraderie. Well, it's like a digital dive bar where the war stories flow as freely as pixelated blood. So here's to finding your squad, dropping the cheaters, and carving out a tale of victory that is memorable as the day MTV actually played music videos. I'm sure you'll be telling these war stories at the Legion in no time. And here we are, marching into the near future to November 10th, 2023, when the world is graced with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Not to be confused with Modern Warfare 3, but the new one. I'm still figuring that out in my mind. The chatter around the beta version has been echoing through the community. The folks at Infinity Ward have been tight-lipped about the new features, but if the whispers from the beta are anything to go by, we're in for a treat. The graphics are sharper than the wit of a Gen Xer facing a basement full of millennials, and the gameplay is as smooth as the lies we tell ourselves about our KD ratios. The arenas are a blend of familiar yet evolved, like seeing your old high school after it's turned into a mixed-use condo complex. The anticipation is a pot on the boil, and we, the faithful, are ready to serve. As the calendar days fall away to the release, we ready ourselves for the camaraderie and the competition, for the late nights, the early mornings, and the just one more games we promise our wives and our girlfriends. So gear up, soldiers, as we prepare to answer the call of duty once more. Our trigger fingers are itching, the battlefield awaits. And for those of you youngsters who think this is just another game, remember, for us Gen Xers, it's a trip down memory lane, each bullet fired, a salute to the past and a challenge to the future. As the war rages on in the digital realm, we stand ready, controllers in hand, to make our mark. Over and out.